What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Anything Better podcast show with your host, Paul Virzi, Bill Burr. We got the Greek Freak out there in Beverly Hills. And, of course, we have Jake the Snake, our injury report guy. Of course, I'm getting a phone call, which I got to decline. I don't know what everybody's calling me so early for. Anyway,
they want your picks, Paul. They want your picks.
They want my picks. Wild card weekend started off bad for me, 0-2. Then we picked it up. But
What do you mean we picked it up? I fucking called that fucking Chargers game. You go run the tape back, Paul. You get into your little breakfast nook there. You run the fucking tape. That's the one game I picked wire to wire this year.
Yeah.
Okay? But I'm not too proud of myself because I also thought the Packers were going to cover against the Eagles. So, but I'm just saying, my ego was I thought I was Nostradamus after that first fucking game. Then the wheels fell off.
Dude. The Texans surprised me. I'll tell you what, though. I will tell you what. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills look like world beaters, and you know where I'm going this week.
I called the Bills game, too. Paul, I not only called, I said what would happen. I didn't just say they won. I literally said San Diego, every fucking year, somebody's on an exercise bike and takes a unnecessary roughness call. They're gonna fuck themselves. That happened. I got to get credit, Paul, because I sucked this year. I got to toot my freckled horn here. And then the Bills, I said that that's just going to be Josh Allen running around, taking his helmet off, smiling like fucking Brett Favre in that first Super Bowl.
You did. You called it. You did.
All right. As long as you ignore all my other picks, Paul. I mean, I had a hell of a Sunday.
All right. Well, before we get into these games, we got to shout out BetMGM. It's the best sports book, best lines out there. BetMGM, guys, if you want to sign up, all you got to do is use our code, download the BetMGM app on your phone, download our code BURR, B-U-R-R, and put in $10, minimum of $10 in the account. And for your first bet, if your first bet loses, you'll get $1,500 in bonus bets if the bet loses. And also the first touchdown deal that they got going still, you pick it's a prop bet, any player in any NFL game to get the first touchdown. If you don't get the first touchdown, but in fact get the second touchdown, you will get your cash back. It is that easy. We are going into division weekend here. And, dude, we got to start with the doozy. This is going
Wait, can we just for half a second, can you fucking explain to me what happened to the Vikings?
Oh, dude, that was a rough one, you know? Dude. I don't know. Is it Sam Darnold? Some people are saying the coach can't win a big one. I don't know.
Well, here's the best one that I saw was that they didn't spend a bunch of money on Sam Darnold, and they're not like locked up like you guys were with Daniel Jones or like the Cowboys are with what's his face.
Yeah.
And that they have all of this, as bad as that was, and as much as that was like the usual protocol of the Vikings going to the playoffs. They were all excited going, they got like $70 million to go fix all of these problems. But what the fuck is my car doing? All of a sudden it was like there's some ghost was stepping on the accelerator. Paul, I'm sitting in my car because fucking everybody's sleeping in the house. I know that was like interesting to me, but like just fucking every year, dude. I mean, they get they get their fans all fucking excited, it seems. They make the playoffs almost every year, and then they just shit the bed. Am I nuts? Or maybe they don't.
No, they do. And they were saying that their coach, even 2 years ago, his first playoff game when they won 13 games with Kirk Cousins, they had a horrible game against the Giants, and we beat them in Minnesota. And then Sam Darnold goes 14-2 or whatever. And then he had a big game against the Lions last week and the game wasn't good. And then they said this game wasn't good. So I heard somebody say, old quarterback, NFL quarterback goes, dude, that's not us. He goes, Sam Darnold was the fourth problem in that game. He goes,
and he didn't win 14 games. The team won 14.
Right.
So, I don't know, but I did think whoever was doing that take on it, that they had $70 million to play with. He goes, it's going to get better. The wins are coming. And I know that's hard to hear and da-da-da-da-da, but it's also like, just because you got $70 million, Paul, doesn't mean you know what to do with it.
No. 100%.
Yeah, you could get $100 million worth of talent with that $70 million. You could make $70 million worth of fucking mistakes.
Yeah.
I think it's the Herschel Walker trade, Paul. I think there's still some leftover from that. Sorry. All right. I'm not going to derail this anymore.
Dude, Lamar Jackson is insane. The Ravens are insane, and so are the Bills, and they are facing off with the line is one. As I always say, Bill, what do I say? It's a pick 'em. It's one. It's one. I believe. I don't even know who's -1. Andrew, is it the Bills -1? I think it's the Bills -1. Either way. Yeah, it's the Bills -1.
Bills, Ravens. Ravens -1, Jake, Bills +1.
All right, Jake the Snake. What do we got injury report, buddy?
Hey, injury report-wise, it's not too bad. Everyone likes to play for the playoffs. So the one to look out for is Zay Flowers. He missed last week, the Ravens' #1 receiver. Hopefully he comes back this week. And then A.J. Brown didn't practice. It was kind of the same thing. Like last week, he didn't practice all week, and then he played. So, and then on the Commanders, their best defensive player, Bobby Wagner, didn't practice yesterday. So those are kind of the ones to look out for. But it's playoffs. A lot of people are playing, All
right. Hey, Paul, am I crazy? The Bills and the Ravens are kind of the same team to me, where they've kind of underachieved. Like neither one of them seems to be able to get past one another or the Chiefs or whatever. So I think that's why this game is a pick 'em, because sometimes the Bills look like world beaters, and then other times they look like they can't get out of their own way. And I know the Ravens have had, issues with that during the Lamar Jackson era, if I can just use some fucking sports speak there. But historically speaking, I mean, I got to go with the Ravens. Historically, because they still have the same head coach, and I feel like it. The end of the day, gun to your head. I got to go Ravens because I just feel that with Harbaugh, he's been there. He's won a Super Bowl. He knows how to get what he needs to get, and I feel like the Bills have yet to figure that out.
It's funny you say that because I actually like Josh Allen in this game to get over the hump by 1. But it really is.
Let's go up against each other. I like the Ravens.
All right. I like the Bills, and I think anything can happen in this game. I think this is why this game is so intriguing to me. These are the only two teams that when one team scores a touchdown, the other one's coming right back with a touchdown. This is going to be – I love the over in this game, but this is going to be a great game. I think it's going to be the best game of the week. Bills got the Ravens getting one.
Can I tell you something, Paul? Somebody scoring a touchdown and then somebody else going down scoring a touchdown and another guy going down scoring a touchdown. That's not fucking football. That's marketing. That fucking Bills-Chiefs playoff game from a few years ago was one of the worst football games I've ever watched. That looked like I was watching like Tom Cruise, all the right moves. It wasn't football. There wasn't any tackling. There was no fucking defense. Paul, when was the last time a defense had a nickname?
Legion of Boom.
And that was all steroids. Legion of Boom. It should have said fucking, their logo should have been Dwayne Reed. Just have 4 of the defensive players standing in line with old ladies at a fucking CVS pharmacy.
All right. So Bill has the Ravens. I have the Bills -1. Here's something that I don't know if you guys are seeing, but as much as Philadelphia is doing great, the fact that they don't like, and this is a fact. Oh, I found out from some good sources. But also he kind of says it in the
According to my sources, Paul Virzi.
A.J. Brown said it at his locker every week. A.J. Brown can't stand Jalen Hurts. They don't talk. They don't like each other. They asked A.J. Brown, what's the problem this week? And A.J. Brown looked and said the passing game. Then when they bring up Jalen Hurts, he says no comment. And your boy Paulie has a little source that knows that there's a little broken relationship there. I don't like that going into Detroit, right? I mean, they got to play Detroit. Is that?
They play the Rams.
Oh, they're playing the Rams. I don't like
that. How much money do they have to fucking pay you that you can get along with your fucking teammate?
Exactly.
Great point.
Exactly.
Jesus fucking Christ. He's not giving me the ball enough.
Exactly. And
fucking wide receivers.
Let me ask you a question. When is the last time you've heard of a rift or a broken relationship in a team and that team went on to win it all?
78 Yankees.
Exactly. Exactly.
The first thing I thought of, Billy Martin and Reggie Jackson.
Okay, that's the year I was born. Exactly.
Oh, no, Kobe and Shaq didn't like each other.
Yeah, Kobe and Shaq.
Kobe and Shaq didn't like each other. There's a few. There's always an example, Paul.
There's an exception.
Hey, Paul, it's better than exceptional.
You know, look, the Eagles at home against the Rams, that's a tough one. You know what?
Dude, like, who the fuck are the Rams, by the way? They look like dog shit earlier in the year, and now all of a sudden they're looking like when they made their Super Bowl run.
Dude, the last 4 weeks, and dude, Matt Stafford looked amazing.
Yeah, they've been a victim to the injuries every week, kind of up and down. Middle of the year, they had like nobody.
Sorry, yeah, wide receiver. I guess that's what it was.
All right, so we're going backwards. We're going from the bottom game to the top game. Bill's got the Ravens. I got the Bills. I'm going to take the Rams. I'm going to take the Rams getting 6 points in Philadelphia. I'm not saying Philly doesn't win this game by a field goal, but I think Matt Stafford keeps it close, and I like the 6 points with the Rams in a divisional playoff game.
All right. I hate this game, and I hate this spread.
It is a bitchy spread.
The Eagles are at home. Dude, you got me thinking about Stafford now. The old grizzled vet coming in there.
Yeah.
Won a Super Bowl. I don't.
Whose coach do you believe in more, Bill? Whose coach do you believe in more?
Oh, Bill gave him the nickname, Crazy Nick.
I like Nick. I relate to that guy. I think I'm good at what I do, and then also fucking think it's all going to go away. I stop short of nodding at the camera when a joke lands, though. I will tell you that. You know what? I'm going to go with the fucking Eagles. I'm going to go with the Eagles, even I'm happy it's on the road with all this fucking shit that's going on out here for the Rams. But this game, I feel like that game, out of everything that I'm looking at this week, I feel like that one's going to be, that's going to be a close game.
Yeah.
So why the fuck am I giving away 6 points then? That doesn't make any sense. But you know what? I don't make any sense. I'm going to go with the Eagles. Fuck it.
All right.
That's
Bill,
way too many points to give fucking Stafford. That's a stupid pick. Fuck this, Bill. You've been dumb all year. I'm changing it to the Rams.
Yes. Come on board. Come on down. All right.
Smash cut to me on Sunday. Why did I change it? I fucking...
All right. Me and Bill believe in Matthew Stafford to keep that game close. All right, Bill. Moving to an unbelievably intriguing line. This is a very interesting line. 9.5 points. Everybody in the world thinks the Lions are going to shit on them. The Commanders are obviously rookie quarterback. I don't know. Who do you like?
I love the Commanders getting all that point. You get 9.5 points in the fucking playoffs. I'm taking the points, and I'm putting my freckled feet up. I think that quarterback the Commanders have is legit. He's also one of those fucking assholes that even if you cover the receiver, he'll then run 12 yards for a first down and stand up and do this. It fucking drives you up the wall. And also, who's that number 17 on the Commanders? That guy's a nightmare.
Oh, Scary Terry McLaurin.
Jesus Christ. What a game he had last week.
He did. Oh, my God, dude. I was just thinking Commanders, but then I'm going the Lions had a week off and they're ready for a Super Bowl run. What to do here, man? You're
going Ray Romano on me. Oh no.
I'm going to take the Commanders with 9.5 with Bill.
I was going to say, dude, you've been riding the Commanders all year, man. But somewhere in November, you got on the Commanders train. Even though they're in your fucking division, you set aside your difference. You know, they haven't done shit to you guys in fucking 30 years. So I think you were able to see them for what they are. All right, here we go. What else we got here?
All right, we're taking the points and the the darling. The darling of the
Oh,
NFL.
my God, the prom queen. Look at her. Getting 8.5 points. I'll tell you, when you have a quarterback as good as Patrick Mahomes and you're allowed to hold on every fucking play, I got to take the Chiefs laying 8.5 to cover that. No fucking problem.
Yeah. Oh man, 8.5 is such a perfect number.
Paul, I'm not. I would put a lot of. I just the Chiefs in the fucking playoffs. It's the only storyline. They got the Lions. Are they going to finally fucking do it? No one cares if the Bills are going to finally do it at this point. You know, that's like Sam and Diane on fucking Cheers. We all know how the series continues on. So I think the only storyline they have is, can they three-peat? If he three-peats, does that mean he's better than Montana? That's all they have. And they need to ride that for the rest of the year, which means they're going to be getting calls, as they always fucking do. Now, you take all of that and you have a great quarterback in Mahomes, Travis Kelce, you know. You got one of the best tight ends in the league, and he's also in love, Paul. I don't know if you know that. That's what I love about a Chief game. I get to watch football and keep up with their personal relationships, because that's what I'm looking for. Dude, that's another thing. Taylor Swift, she sells out those stadiums. They got to keep him there.
I know. Look, there's no doubt in my mind the Chiefs win the game. There's no doubt in my mind the Chiefs win the game. I'm just saying is that 8.5 points because the
Paulie
Chiefs
2 times.
Close ones. What's that?
I said Paulie 2 times. There's no doubt in my mind the Chiefs win that game. There is no doubt.
Dude, I'm going to take the Texans with the points.
God damn it, I like that. I just talked.
I like the Texans with the points because the Chiefs got bailed out by a bad snap with the Raiders. They win these fucking by a hair. The Buccaneers.
You can't explain it, Paul. It's almost like something's going on.
Dude, like I said, the officials have been incredible all year except for the darling. That's where they saved it for. That's what they saved it for. I love that you just said, look at her. Look at her. Look at her dress.
The money's pretty split.
Oh, the money's pretty split on this game?
57% on the Texans.
I kind of feel like somebody's going 4-0 this week. Somebody's going 4-0 this week, Paul. I feel it.
Oh, that'd be great. Hey, it ain't going to be me, all right? I don't know.
Somebody's going 4-0 and somebody's going 2-2. That's my prediction.
The Texans line is so perfect. These guys are amazing. We got to get one of these guys on. Just be like, dude, what do you guys do? I was on Artie Lang's podcast and he had the guy from The Win on. And I go, when do you guys know the line? And he goes, dude, as soon as the one game is over and we know who's playing, we know within 15 minutes what the line is. And I'm just like, that's so nuts.
It is nuts, Paul.
Yeah.
It's kind of nuts, isn't it? What do they have? A quick 15-minute meeting about what's going to happen next week, and then they fucking know everything?
Yeah. I don't know. They know better than we do.
Listen, Paul, what are you going to do the day the NFL comes out like wrestling did and just tells you it isn't real? Are you going to be all right with it?
No.
That it's sports entertainment, or are you going to start crying like that fat guy in his sweatpants? Going, Stop saying that.
No. These guys wouldn't risk their lives. I don't think it's fake.
What the fuck are you talking about? They wouldn't risk their lives.
Dude, these guys get paralyzed, man.
Paul, people in the mafia got whacked. They still did it so they could have a nice car and a Cadillac.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but the second there's money involved.
That's actually a funny point.
Yeah, fucking money involved. They're gonna do it. I don't know. I just think it's massaged. I think it's all massaged.
You want to hear something that?
Yes, I do.
You want to hear something that doesn't make much sense here? So I'm looking at the money line bets versus the spread bets for all the games. And obviously, if the team's getting points, then the spread seems to increase their percentage. Except with the Ravens and the Bills. The money line has 52% of the people betting on the Bills, thinking they're just going to win outright, forgetting the +1. But 42% are taking the 1 point. So less people who are voting, who are betting on the Bills, are taking the money line than the spread than the money line.
More
Does that make any sense?
Less people are taking the spread. More people are betting the money line. Is that what you're saying?
More people are taking the spread. More people are going.
I thought you said only 42%.
Yeah, more people are taking the money line than the spread, which doesn't make sense for.
Yeah.
For a one line.
Sorry, I said it wrong. Let me share this screen. Let me share this screen here. Very interesting. What do you think this means? What do you think this means?
Jake, I love how you dress down for the podcast. I've seen your weekend outfits when you're taking your ladies out. You know, Paul, could you be more humble than Jake?
No. It's a humble kid. This kid's taking 10s out to steakhouses, and then he comes on here. It's so humble, just throws a T-shirt on.
I know everybody's into Trump. I'm building a wall, and Mexico's going to pay for it. That's nothing. Jake the Snake, I'm taking a 10 out to a steakhouse, and she's paying, and it happens.
She's paying.
Mastro's, sweetheart, bring your credit card. Oh,
all right, here we go. What do we got here?
So you see what I'm saying?
All right.
Spread 42%. Money line
Okay.
52%.
Huh. That's weird with the one spread too.
It's not that different. The
That's
odds
what I'm
you get.
saying.
It's only plus 100
That's
versus
what I'm saying.
minus
So
110.
Wow, but you know what? 58% of people are betting on the Ravens.
Yeah, you're
one.
minus one.
I guess,
none of this shit means anything to me.
No,
It's just a bunch of numbers. I'm looking at this right now thinking I'm not passing this class.
God, I wish this was a class, dude. Oh, God, if these were classes in high school or college.
It'd be the only math class I passed for sure.
Paul, that's like low-key one of the funnier things you said. Dude, I mean, I didn't do well in high school, but I mean, if like sports gambling was a class.
Dude, imagine.
Paul, you would have given the speech. You would have been the valedictorian.
I was just going to say that. Dude, I was just going to say, imagine I'm the valedictorian giving the speech, and I'm like, I used to take the favorites, just like you. But then I realized.
That's not how life
That's Paul
works.
coming back after he graduated. No, and Paul's final line is, and in the game of life, it's a pick 'em. Thank you, everybody.
But if you have the right game plan, he says it again. If you have the right game plan, you can tip the odds in your favor.
And guys, I'll leave you with this. If a good team loses on the road and they're coming home next week, 80%.
Ladies and gentlemen, gun to your head. Which one of your kids do you love the best? Gun to your head.
Oh, God. All right. So, Bill's got the Chiefs. I got the Texans. Me and Bill both have the Commanders. Bill has the Ravens. I have the Bills. And we both have the Rams. Matthew Stafford. There you go. So those are our picks for the division weekend. It's going to be great. I think the game of the week, hands down. I think the classic comes down. I'm going to say this. Can I make a prediction? I'm going to say Bills-Ravens comes down. I'm going to say Bills-Ravens comes down to literally the last play of the game. The last play, the last second will decide that game. That's my prediction of that game. I think it's going to be a doozy. I think it's going to be a classic.
I think the Bills are going to be in control of that game. And then there's going to be a streaker, full frontal. It's going to run across the field. It's going to take them out of their game.
Dude, if that happens.
Dude, that's one of the things that's another thing that 9/11 took away from this country. Aside from a lot of freedoms, was streaking. Nah, it was already over. Dude, did you ever I went to a fucking Boston University Terriers game, and this guy fucking ran across the field. I remember he's this tan dude, and then, like, his fucking ass was, like, fucking as white as my head, running across the thing, dude. And I was there. It was me, all my siblings, and my godfather took me to the game, and we were fucking dying laughing.
Oh, my God, that's so great.
All he had on was a headband, and he just ran.
Oh, that might have been the legendary guy. I did it.
No, it wasn't that guy. I didn't like that weirdo guy. The guy was at Wimbledon.
Yeah.
There was something, like, what I liked about the streaker I saw was he didn't want to get caught.
Oh, okay.
Like, I thought that English guy was a creep. He kind of liked being manhandled by the cops with no clothes on. I got creep vibes from him.
Yeah, he liked it, and he, like, would smile as they were dragging him out with his, like, flopping around. Yeah.
Naked men can't be smile. You can't smile as a naked man. You either got to be running full speed or have a look on your face like, yeah, sweetheart, I'm about to put it on you. But you cannot be sitting there smiling like you're welcoming them to Thanksgiving dinner. Paul, we're so happy you came.
All right, man. Look, it's getting sad. We only got 2 more weeks of this shit, and I can't believe how fast this went. But I hope people reached out and said, dude, they made some money. So, as always, guys, we don't have a special this week, right? There's no special, right? Is there a late game?
No Monday night game.
It's just the.
Well, let's talk college,
Yeah, just
Paul.
Sunday
Who do you
night,
like?
Rams, Bills.
Ohio State or Notre Dame?
I can't say I saw enough of Notre Dame, but what I did see of Notre Dame was their defensive line was great. But I did watch Ohio State's last 3 or 4 games, and if the quarterback plays the way he did the last 3 games, I think that from what I saw, Ohio State looks unbeatable.
Yeah, they're going through people like fucking hot butter.
I think Ohio State's going to win because of the streak they're on, and it seems like after they lost to Michigan, they changed. So
more insufferable fan base, Ohio State or Notre Dame?
Oh, wow.
I think
it goes, oh, wow.
Impossible choice.
I think it's Notre Dame. The fact that they bring religion into it and they think Jesus gives a fuck more that they win the dumb game than Ohio State. I mean, Ohio State is just a product of their public school system. You know what I mean? It's a state school. There's not a lot of bright people in Ohio. But, like, you know.
Andrew, what's the line on that game? What's the Ohio State's getting what? Given what?
Let me pull it up. Sorry, not prepped for college here. Let's see. 1 second.
I see Ohio State minus 8.5.
Yeah, I heard it was 8. Okay, yeah. Ohio State's given 8.5.
That's a big number.
Yeah. I remember the analyst said after the game, he goes, I got a feeling Ohio State's going to be a significant favorite. So, but 8.5 is a big number.
Well, I mean, they've been killing people. I mean, look, it doesn't look like they've been beating people like it's still September. Dude, how the fuck did they lose to Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was because the quarterback was doing nothing, which was so weird. I was like, Ohio State doesn't have a quarterback.
Michigan had no quarterback the whole fucking year, and they still lost. I don't know, Paul. I don't want to be Captain Paranoid.
Who do you like, Bill? Who do you like? You like Notre Dame getting the points?
No, I don't. I think I believe the spread, and I think they're right. I mean, I think Ohio State looks fucking amazing.
They do.
Fucking amazing. They are as amazing as their fan base is horrific.
I say I'm going to say this. Notre Dame, I'm going to take Notre Dame with the points. Ohio State wins the game by a touchdown.
Oh, Paulie, you just covered all your bases there, didn't you? I wanted to hear I'm taking Notre Dame and they're going to win the fucking game.
Nah, ever since I started doing this show, I like points.
A change, man.
I don't know. We'll see. I just hope it's a good fucking game. Dude, remember that time we went to that you came with us when it rained? We went to SoFi for that. Oh yeah, we bet TCU getting the points. How did that work out?
Oh my God, it was like 35-0 at halftime. I was soaking wet.
I don't even remember who won. TCU got beaten so bad. All I remember is TCU got smoked. Who the fuck were they playing? I don't even remember.
They played Georgia.
Jesus Christ.
And I remember TCU got one special teams touchdown, and we go, dude, one more touchdown, and this is a game again. And then Georgia, it was like 35-7, and me and Bartnick just went to go get a tequila and said it's over. And it was pouring on my Jordan 3s.
Oh yeah, because they have the half-assed roof.
Yeah, it was like
SoFi.
leaking.
You know why, Paul? Because it never rains in California, but when it does, it pours. Man, it pours. Remember that song?
Yeah, dude, I come to California 2 years ago in January, and they said, we haven't had rain like this in forever. My fucking Jordan 3s was sopping wet. All right. Well, there you have it, guys. And I'm out there.
I just did a podcast. That was a sneakerhead fucking thing. And we ended up going into that store on Fairfax where you went in. Remember that place?
Oh, yeah.
With all of that stuff, Paul? I swear to God, man. It was like I was reading a foreign language. Looking at all those sneakers, dude. They're fucking insane looking now.
Yeah, so some of them are ridiculous.
They are. But no, come on, dude. Paul, you don't have to back down your love. You love sneakers.
Yeah, but I like classics. Like, look, look, this is what I got on right now. Okay? Look, that's a classic sneaker.
It's a nurse shoe, Paul.
No, it's a dunk.
Paul, nobody's dunking in a fucking half.
No,
Curly Neal's the last
dunk.
guy who dunked in a sneaker like that.
That's a nice shoe, Paul. Don't let him hate.
But no, I don't like.
Dude, can I tell you something? Nike has like one shoe and they painted it 5 million different fucking colors. You guys are like, oh my God, the mac and cheese Jordan 4s, the tiramisu ones with a fucking Coco Beware sweatshirt over. It's the same fucking sneaker.
Dude, did you get the lasagna? The lasagna 6s, it's like dripping. The Nike swoosh is dripping.
Dude, if you look at the fucking Kanye West sneakers, that guy, he literally lives in a different reality.
Those are horrible.
I don't know, but I feel like some of the great artists of all time would be like, I see this guy's doing something different. Those fucking like see-through dinosaur like slippers.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like people buy these. He's like, oh yeah. A lot of money. A lot of money.
It's stupid. It's really stupid. They collect them. Nobody's wearing that shit.
Do you know what
I saw somebody wearing those fucking moon boots down the street?
I would say that the thing that foreshadowed that, the guy in all the history of basketball who had the weirdest looking shoe.
Oh man. That's a good question. I know James Harden had a weird pair. And, you know what? I didn't like those Kobe Adidas ones, rest his soul.
Bam! That's what I was going to say. His first one, they were square. They were like a rectangle.
Yep. The Kobe Adidas that were like square on the toe and they were rubbery. Those were terrible.
I don't know, but I look at those now and I go like that was sort of foreshadowing all that Yeezy shit.
Yeah.
The slippers. Not the other ones that he basically took an Afghan and put a sole on it. Then there's some sort of barcode. Those things are creepy. My wife had a pair of those.
Yeah. Remember the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird Converse? Those were awesome.
Converse weapons. I didn't like how small the Converse logo was on it. The Dr. J's were the cleanest ones. The Bob Laniers.
The Dr. J's were sick.
Paul, let's not forget about the Bob Cousy PF Flyer fucking Chuck Taylor Masher. He had his own sneaker. A lot of people don't know that. Paul, the sun has come up.
Look at that.
Wow.
Yep, it's come up. Oh, yeah, dude. I was looking at the fucking skyline. It looked like a Michael Mann movie.
Dude, I love Michael
Looks
Mann.
nice out there.
It does. It looks nice out there. God bless all these firefighters out here doing a hell of a job.
Yeah. God bless everybody in California fighting that shit. I hope everybody's okay.
Yeah, and fuck everybody out there who turns everything into a political issue and tries to divide us. Paul, during crisis, what does a leader do? Brings people together. You don't divide people.
No. Everybody
That's
just
what's
needs to
funny.
help.
I do have to say that is the funny thing about Trump. That is his go-to. Fire in California, that's Gavin Newsom's problem. And then he's like, Gulf of Mexico, we're going to call it Gulf of America. And then everybody's like, yeah, let's fuck it. And then he just walks away. That's his move. His move is he gets everybody in the room yelling at each other, and then he walks out the side door. No, I'm the only one who thinks that. All right.
No, that's exactly what
It's like some Mean Girls shit. Hey, Paul, do you hear what Andrew said about you, man? He said that fucking he doesn't like your red sweatshirt. And then you're like, what the fuck you say my sweatshirt? And I just walk out.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Nobody brought up, Paul, that this city shouldn't even be here. You know, in managing this thing, Paul, you have to manage this city that shouldn't be here. You have to manage this city has been in a drought for 50 fucking years. And even when it does rain a lot one year, you still use up all the fucking water. They fucked at public transportation because the politicians sold out back then. Woodrow Wilson. I mean, where do you find the race relations out here? Where the fuck do you start? You start right now.
That's kind of the same. Is that the same with Vegas too, or no?
Dude, I don't. There's a lot of cities that, like, through air quote technology, they were able to build stuff there, but like it's finite. Nature wins. Nature, gravity wins. You're never going to the gym every day, but gravity every morning is pulling you down to earth, pulling that face down, Paul.
Jesus,
someday you look like a fucking basset hound.
Oh my God, dude!
But dude, look at my shoulders. It's really weird how aging affects your face, but your body can look fine for a long time. I think that's nature's way of preventing you from procreating. Like, it's like, all right, dude, you can do your Bowflex as much as you fucking want, but your face, there's no machine for your face at the fucking gym. Remember those idiots were fucking biting down on those things trying to get their jobs? Dude, we are still in the very early stages of the face Nautilus equipment. I have to think that thing you bit down on. Remember when people were fat and they put that cummerbund, that electric cummerbund around their belly, and they would just turn it on and it would just jiggle your fucking titties? And people would sit there, they would stand there, they're not even moving. They thought that was going to make their belly go away.
The thing, it just rubbed, right?
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, Paul. Like, Einstein would already lived. He came up with the theory of relativity, talking about the speed of light and all that. Dude, that was the original Billy Mays. I'm Billy Mays. Here's a hunk of shit to fucking put on your fat stomach.
Did you see that guy, that documentary? There's a documentary out right now about the guy that doesn't want to, he wants to live forever. So he like, everything is down to his science, what he takes. And he's like older and he's like in this ripped shape. But like his regimen is so exhausting that what he does by noon, it's like his cabinets just are all of these supplements and he's shredded and he's ripped and he does these exercises and cardio and eats like, dude. And he's just trying to like not die.
How old is he?
I want to say he's in his early 50s, and like his.
But here's the thing, dude. The stress.
Yeah.
So he has himself in fight or flight the whole fucking day. He's just waking up. I must do this. I must do that. I must do that, or I'm gonna fucking die. It's like he's fighting a fatal disease. Like you hear people when they get like some really bad cancer diagnosis.
Yeah, this is the guy.
Like
don't die.
So much of your attitude.
Right.
Like so much of your attitude, like when you hear these people who are fighting cancer and everything, like so much of it is your mental, your attitude towards it. Who am I looking at? I'm seeing 5,000 people here. That's a guy.
That's the same guy.
That's a guy.
This guy.
That almost looks like a robot.
Yeah, that's the. Yeah, this guy and that he just like it's exhausting what he does.
Who's the guy behind him?
I don't know. Oh, his son?
I feel like the stress of all this would just weigh on you, and that's how you go.
Yeah, what he eats, the supplements he takes, the exercises he does. And by the way, he has to have so much money because his whole day is that.
Paul, how about this? The fun he's not having.
Oh,
No fun.
no cigars. Guy's not going to smoke a cigarette.
Here's my impression of his friends. Hey, Mike, you want to? Forget it. Forget it. Hey, Mike, me and some of the guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to have a party. Yeah, we're going to have a party. What do you think about Mike and – no, not Mike. He ain't coming. His son's a nice kid. Yeah, but, dude, he's not coming.
Listen, if the party's after 2:30 in the afternoon.
I mean, he'll swim for an hour. Just leave.
I would actually watch that because I would think I find it fascinating in that as much as people are laughing at him, dude, like the level of like plastic surgery and the shit that people are doing. Like, it's fucking people putting. I don't even know what this shit is, but they put filler in their face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you just putting that, I mean, I guess we're putting trans fats in, so who gives a shit? But like, to put like Bondo
Yeah.
under your skin.
It's nuts.
They say that Botox shit goes right to your brain.
Yeah, it says it goes to your brain and fucks your memory up and shit. I don't know if that's true, but
Paul, I'm going to say it probably is. I would say if you're injecting chemicals into your face, your brain is in your head.
How about you just enjoy your life in moderation and love your family? How about that?
Yeah, and dude, the level of banging that's happened at old folks' homes. I mean, they having like STDs are going all around. You can still get laid your whole life.
Dude, that's incredible, man. That's incredible. Dude. And I'll be honest with you. I'm embracing being in a home. Not because of that, but like I was talking to somebody about this dude playing poker at 4:00, eating Jell-O, watching your show, lights out at 8.
You had me until you said Jell-O. It was all sounding good until the Jell-O.
Oh, dude, a nice nurse comes in, gives you a little Jell-O, puts a little
whipped cream. No. Dude, there's no nice nurses at those fucking places. Those fucking people that take care of old people are evil. I got a friend of mine. I was talking to her the other day, and she was telling me some of the shit that they were saying to her. We're in the third fucking nurse. She has arthritis. Going, don't put me in this position. It hurts me. And the woman said, I don't have time for this, and walked out.
Oh, Jesus. Guys, I just realized I got to get to the airport. I I got.
We're going to end on that sad story.
Watch out for your grandparents. All right, guys, enjoy the games. Those are our picks for the week. Division series. Follow us. Me and Bill are on a few together. And download our app. Go to BetMGM, download the app, use our code Burr, B-U-R-R. It's that easy. You put $10 in your first bet. If you lose your first bet, you'll get $1,500 in bonus bets. And the first touchdown deal is you put any player to get the first touchdown in any NFL game. And if they do that, you win. If they don't and they come in second, you will get your cash back. We'll see you next week going into championship week next week. Only 2 games. And there you go. Have a good one. We will see you
Here's
guys.
my prediction on that guy who wants to live forever.
Yeah.
A Jesus freak comes to his door and he converts him. He goes, you don't need to be afraid to die. Just surrender to Jesus.
Yeah.
Paul, you can have that cheeseburger. You can have that cheeseburger.
God, I hope
live in his way and make your way to paradise.
I hope he gets that freedom.
It is sad. All right.
All right, guys. Take care.
See you.
All right.
Bye-bye.